you've ever struggled with test anxiety, you are not alone. In fact, you guys requested this very topic for a video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 of my favorite therapist-approved coping strategies when it comes to coping with test anxiety. The very first thing that I like to remind everybody is you've got to maintain your self-care. So if you are not taking care of yourself and your basic self-care needs, you're not going to have the stamina or energy or mindset in order to take that test or exam at your fullest capacity. This is kind of the boring, basic maintenance self-care kind of stuff. I'm talking about like maintaining your sleep schedule, making sure that you're eating nutritiously throughout the day, moving your body, all that good stuff. If you would like a fun way of keeping track of your self-care, I highly recommend that you sign up for the self-care bundle. It is free. You can get that link in the description below. And in there is self-care bingo cards for teens, which is like really fun and really cool. People really love those. Kind of rolling into the next thing is using Pomodoros. Using Pomodoros is a time management strategy that I personally like to use and I highly recommend for others. And that is when you are preparing for the tests or taking the test, working in 25-minute increments and then taking a 5-minute break. If you are able to do that. Like some tests, you have to just kind of like roll through it and that's okay. But I'm talking about like before when you're studying. The idea with Pomodoros is by allowing yourself a space of 25 minutes to just laser focus in on learning this topic or this section for the exam. It helps to maintain your focus. It helps you get into a state of flow where things are just kind of clicking, but not burning out your energy. So when that timer goes off after 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. And this is where coping skill number 3 comes in, is making sure that you take bio breaks. So on my breaks, I like to attend to my biological needs. So that means grabbing a snack or a meal if it's mealtime, drinking a glass of water, going to the bathroom if I need to, moving or stretching, just kind of honing in on like biologically, what do I need to recalibrate so that I can get ready for my next study session. And so before you even take the test or the exam, you have to know what sort of coping strategies you're going to use during the exam. Now, y'all know I am like the queen of coping skills. Let's be real, right? I can't even like tell you how many coping skill videos I have for a variety of different situations. So I'm not going to go into too many coping skills here, but I am going to tell you that you need a coping ahead plan for your test anxiety. So I want you to consider and think about from the coping skills or strategies that you already know that work for you, that you can use. What would you need ahead of time to get ready for that? Like, do you need any additional like tools or anything like that? Maybe wear like a special bracelet, whatever. And also either commit those to memory or have them written down somewhere where you can readily access them. Now, I know in a lot of exams or tests, you're not allowed to bring in other materials that are written, but before you go in or on a break, you can totally like look at those real quick. I know a lot of kids will actually use their notes app on their phone. I highly recommend that. And I would say have at least 6 to 8 coping strategies that you know that you can use during test time. I don't recommend if like one of your coping skills is playing basketball. I don't think most teachers or exam proctors are going to be like, yeah, no problem, go shoot some hoops for a minute and then come right back for question number 32. That's not gonna fly. So you want to make sure that it is applicable and usable in this situation. So one of my very favorite coping strategies that you can take anywhere with you is taking a pause and deep breathing. So breathing in slowly through your nose and even slower out through your mouth. That just kind of resets and recalibrates everything. Takes only a moment, huge game changer. If you are wanting to really ramp up your coping skills and coping strategies, or you're not sure like what to use, I highly recommend that you sign up for the Coping Skills Crash Course. This is a video series that includes an interactive guided workbook that I've put together for you. Lots of people have found it hugely beneficial. It's got like all the coping skills and strategies in one place and how to make sure to use them to the best of your capabilities. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely sign up. And don't forget to ask for help. If your test anxiety is like out of control or it's really getting in the way of your performance at school or on these exams, it's okay to ask for help. There are different resources available for people who struggle with such extreme test anxiety that it's getting in the way of their learning. Ask your teachers or your school what sort of resources they have for you. Potentially even consider working with a therapist on your test anxiety. We can really help advocate and navigate the school situations for you and give you some useful strategies on concentrating and managing your anxiety, and also getting to the root source of that anxiety too. If you are looking to really kind of just get right to it and study for that exam, but you just can't turn off your mind, you probably want to check out this 3-minute guided meditation for focus video that I have for you right over here. It's only 3 minutes. Thanks for watching.